morning, History of Christianity. I'm Willy Billy.
And my name is Reginald Dwight. We come to you on this wonderful Tuesday with a special report. Patrick, son of Calpurnius, has returned from Ireland. Calpurnius, a senator here in Britain and a local deacon of the church. He hasn't seen his son Patrick since he was 16.
Indeed, Patrick was captured by Irish slavers from our homeland here in Britain. He was taken over to that horrendous island by the scoundrels the lot. He's been working as a shepherd boy and doing other horrendous work over there for 6 years.
Patrick has apparently found Jesus during his time away. It seems that prayer and hardship has made him quite the man of faith.
Really? I remember when that bloke was a kid around here. He was so idle and callow.
Well, praise be to the Christ for his mercy and grace. Patrick especially received this after his 28 days of wilderness wandering, once his ship made shore back here in the sunny and charming Britain.
Sunny and charming indeed. Apparently, after those 28 days of wandering along the coast, God provided a sounder of bores for the lad. An incredible thing that he is giving all credit to Christ for all the miracles that he has experienced.
Piers Patrick has dedicated his life to the Christ now. What an outstanding bloke.
In fact, he's gone to study to be a priest. He is an outstanding lad. Patrick, welcome home to the wonderful sunny land of Britain, and we wish you the best on your studies.
The late Saint Patrick is dead. We've received this horrible news on this beautiful British morning. But not all is hopeless. He lived an incredible life, and many of the congregations of the churches that he presided over are here to mourn him, along with the thousands that he baptized. An incredible man, an incredible life, and one we would love to tell you more about. Apparently, Saint Patrick baptized thousands. Thousands, I say. A wonderful lad, he led many to love and live like the Christ. Although he didn't do that here in Britain like we suspected him. Instead, he did it over in Ireland, that dreaded island where he was enslaved all those years ago. Although many in the Roman Empire still considered those outside of Christianity to be barbarians, ministers like the great Saint Patrick helped to change that. Before he passed, we got an exclusive interview with the great saint, and we'll be showing you that now.
Hello, Mr. Patrick. How are you?
Now, listen here, you crazy blockhead. Why would you ever want to leave the wonderful land of Britain?
I stayed here in Britain to become a priest, but I received a vision that called me back to Ireland. I saw a man named Victoricus, and with Victoricus came many letters. I was handed a letter from Victoricus, and the letter I read, and when I read it, I heard voices hailing from the Western Sea, calling me, hailing me and beckoning me to come and dwell amongst them.
Is that all? The sea called and you thought yourself to answer?
I went and became a bishop there. I ordained many priests, I baptized thousands. I even wanted to convert those that enslaved me many years ago. I had a hard time there. I was a foreigner, I didn't accept any bribes or gifts, rewards of any kind. I planted churches. Much of what I had to say has become legend.
What do you mean, legend?
Good morning, History of Christianity. Apparently another gruesome story about St. Patrick has arisen. While he was in Ireland, he got a chance to speak with the King of the Scots. And while we don't have much detail on the full encounter, it is said that he was preaching on the Passion of Christ while leaning on his walking staff.
But this was no ordinary staff leaning.
Indeed, his staff was leaning on the king's foot. The lad was too proper and too much of a gentleman to interrupt him while he was speaking because he thought that this was a sign necessary for devout faith.
So the king just let him stay on his foot. After the interaction, the king's foot was so badly hurt that people were worried about him. But St. Patrick evidently leaned down and healed the foot right there with the power of Christ.
How did Patrick survive this interaction? We do not know. It must have been the grace of God.
We have a Another incoming story about St. Patrick. Evidently, he's banned all venomous reptiles from the whole island.
It's said that the local vegetation of the island can counteract poison because of this.
Evidently, this happened after he was fasting for 4 days on the top of a mountain, and as he was coming down, he encountered a thing of snakes. In his fury at seeing the reptiles, he chased them into the sea and cursed them in the name of God, and ever since there's not been a snake on the whole island.
That is true. There is actually not a snake in Ireland. Apparently, St. Patrick is no stranger to solving crime.
Evidently, there was a crime where a man stole a sheep. During a Sunday Mass, amongst the people, St. Patrick asked for the thief to step forward, but it wasn't him who made a noise.
You guessed it.
Evidently, the woolly wailed within the waist of the fellow, and the blurting of the sheep could be heard, ousting the criminal.
Apparently, the lad has an island that gets you out of purgatory.
What?